seen the McLaughlin Group, Face the Nation, Meet the Press, but these shows pale in comparison with this new, innovative political format, discussing the latest issues of our time. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present William F. Barkley, Jr. and the Fire Hydrant Line. He is the author of God and Dog at Yale, Is Benji a Communist, and The Red Chow Scare. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, William F. Barkley, Jr.
My guests include the controversial, psychic, psychotherapist, political analyst, Dr. Daisy B.S. I believe you have a new book, Dr. Daisy.
It's called Politicians and Fleas. Why are they so hard to get rid of?
On a different note, my brother, Bonaparte, who is at present serving hard time at the Canine Penitentiary. Are you learning anything there, Bonaparte? Yeah, I'm learning how to be a hardened criminal and a rapper. I'm a dog with an attitude. I don't stop. I ain't got my rabies shot. Rottweilers, Danes, walk along with me. The dog pound's gonna have to come along and get me. I'm a dog that ain't afraid. I lift my leg. You get sprayed, yeah. How can one possibly comment on that? And the illustrious Rottweiler, fabulous gender illusionist, Fluffy Divine. Mixed breed! That's all I ever heard. Mixed breed! How I love to hear the word. The road gets rougher, it's lonelier and tougher. With hope you'll burn up, tomorrow he might turn up. I am very, very religious, darling. I'm a born-again Christian Dior. We are going to meet the famous artist Toulouse-Lautrec from Paris, discussing his latest painting, Nude Dog Descending a Staircase.
You'll see how I get my strokes. It's from masterpiecing. Many times. I may be short, but I am romantic. This is my famous masterpiece, the Mongrel Lisa. The Rottweiler Divine posed for this one. This is a wonderful painting, also to be hung in the Louvre.
And we are actually going to see him draw one of his famous posters.
I am going to do a poster for the Mongrel Rouge, where dogs come to dance, make love, and watch the Can-Can dogs. It's so romantic. Aha! It is almost finished. The poster for the Mongrel Rouge.
The subject under discussion today is education. I myself am a Yale dog, and you may find me recondite when I eschew obfuscation. Well, what's that mean? Look it up. Just 'cause you got adopted by some rich guy don't make you better than me. Even when I was young, I was considered precocious. When other dogs were going on the paper, I was reading it. Well, then what did you go on? Only the business section.
I myself studied under Einstein, Jung, Nietzsche, and Freud.
But, Dr. Daisy, they are all quite dead.
That's true. Luckily for me, they have plenty of time on their hands.
Dogs today just learn to sit, fetch, lie down, and stay. Yeah, that ain't schooling, that's marriage. Doc, how do you feel about same-sex marriages? Well, I think they should have the right to be as miserable as everyone else. Oh, darling, you're so bitter. I myself am the product of a mixed marriage. My mother went with a mongrel. Luckily for me, I turned out normal. You call yourself normal?
When I was in the Far East LA, I studied Shakespeare.
Ah, Shakespeare. One of the great poets next to Snoop Doggy Dogg. Give us a little rendition, Dr. Daisy.
Romero, ¿dónde estás, Romero, mijo? Y cuchillo está contento, me voy a matar. I die. Hasta la vista, baby.
Ah, Dr. Daisy, that was absolutely wonderful. The acting superb. I myself speak many languages. As I was saying to the Pope just the other day in Latin, yeah, well, I'm bisexual. Darling, a bisexual swings both ways. Oh, yeah, like a Democrat. You're always getting things wrong, darling. And, darling, we'll do something about that terrible, terrible jacket. I don't like your outfit. Oh, darling, for you, I'll take it off. I ain't coming on the show again, if he's here. It's just ruining my reputation in the street.
Mr. Bonaparte, you need intense therapy. You need to lie on my couch. Maybe I will lie with you.
Now I'm getting it from both ends. Darling, you should be so lucky. Point is, as I was saying to Charlie Rose, we must look forward to a canine president. Darling, there hasn't even been a woman president yet. Well, they'll elect a dog before they'll elect a woman. That puts females back years. Well, they're always complaining about wanting to be younger.
I predict there will be a canine president, but only after the Republicans have let the country go to the dogs.
I could be the first female president. You ain't no female. We'd still have 2 boobs in the White House. Yeah, but it's tough if you're a dog. When dogs get old, they just put us to sleep. Men get old, they run for public office. Things are changing, my boy. Yeah, but what about the Red Riding Hood issue? They found out that one of our ancestors ate Grandma.
Grandma was a member of the far right and was very hard to swallow.
Janet Reno just mentioned to me the other day there are some good jobs for dogs. What jobs? Bomb sniffing, drug sniffing. Great career choice. Get high then blow myself up. Good work for people who don't see and don't hear. Well, that's all of L.A.
Bonaparte, as Nietzsche would say, does not want to look up to any one master in his quest to be Superdog.
Oh, darling, Superdog. I hope you're not faster than a speeding bullet, up, up, and away. It all stems back to the fact of education. I myself can't help noticing your dangling participles. Well, you shouldn't be looking there in the first place. They are dangling, darling. Really, they are. Ah.
As Freud would say, it's a case of participle envy.
Is Hollywood to blame for all the sex and violence in the kennels? What sex and violence in what kennels? It is a great honor to have you on my show, Toulouse-Lautrec.
Oui, oui, bonsoir. I am very glad to be here. I would have brought my famous canine artist friend with me, you know, Vincent Van Dog. But he had his ears clipped. He started frothing at the mouth and died a mad dog.
Tragic. Absolutely tragic. I've heard you're quite famous for your quick sketches. Would you be so kind as to sketch me?
I would love it. I do it very fast, and it will be a masterpiece, because I'm very good at masterpiecing.
Thank you, but you go ahead right now.
Love to. Oui. I'm ready to do this masterpiece of you, Mr. Barkley. How old are you now? In dog years?
Well, not as old as Gore Vidal.
Perhaps about 70. Aha! The eyes.
I want to look at my most intelligent.
How is your wife, that dog you live with? Mrs. Barkley.
Mrs. Barkley. Well, Mrs. Barkley is doing quite well, though I haven't seen her for the past year. Thank goodness for that.
I would sketch her, but I love beautiful things. Younger things. Your age is showing very much, Mr. Barkley. Maybe you should take some youth serum, as I do, to keep myself young.
I hope this looks like me. Some people say I'm too handsome to sketch.
Maybe you and Mrs. Barkley have no love life. Maybe she should take that little blue pill. Aha! Another masterpiece. Will I ever stop this masterpiecing?
Henry Kissinger will be so jealous when he sees this.
Aha! It's so quick. I can't believe how fantastic I am. How do you like your magnificent portrait?
It doesn't look a bit like me.
Well, it looks more like your owner, who you are starting to look like. You look like your owner now, Mr. William F. Barkley, Jr.
Well, I suppose that is true. Whenever he's unable to do a lecture, I do it for him. And sometimes they never can tell the difference.
What happens when you have to lift your leg?
Oh, it's just attributed to Mr. Buckley's many idiosyncrasies.
A masterpiece.